people commenting on me, you're into tarot, Sikhism doesn't believe in tarot. So you can't go and explain everyone, but tarot is not something to do with religion. It's just a guidance.
So what's the most important lesson you've learned in your journey so far?
Don't listen to people. Please, ये death वो वाली death नहीं है that you're going to die. It's like it's something going to end and something's going to start. But then this period is slow. People have is like कोई tarot reader होएगा तो will wear that mala, will wear lot of jewelry. So please don't get into all that kind of things. ऐसा कुछ होता नहीं. I get people nowadays जितने भी ज़्यादा calls आते हैं, it's mostly for money related stuff and मुझे ऐसे लग रहा है मुझे किसी ने कुछ कर दिया है. I was in Bombay like last year. I had gone under depression actually. So for a few months I was in my mom's place that time.
यार अबानीज़ को नजर नहीं लगती लेकिन मुझे तो हर बात पे नजर लग जाती है.
Because we think that what you think, you kind of manifest. 2 sticks of haldi, turmeric. Take 2 sticks, tie it with a red thread. Write your husband's name and your name. Just tie it and dip it in a bottle of honey and just keep it somewhere hidden.
Hi, this is Amanpreet Wahi and I welcome you to yet another exciting episode of our beautiful podcast on Edge Talks. So basically, अभी तक आपने इतने सारे guests हमारे podcast में देखे हैं. There are lifestyle influencers, makeup artists, so many other personalities, models. But आज, one of its kind, we have a beautiful girl here called Simran Chandhok and she is a tarot card reader, which is so interesting. मैं भी चाहती हूँ कि मेरा ये tarot card reading बहुत जल्दी करे. Welcome to the show, Simran.
Thank you so much.
So glad to have you. So tell us something about ourselves. Tell our viewers what inspired you. How did you start this journey?
See, actually, the journey was not very instant. Like I had a few ups and downs in my life, and then I knew my friend, her cousin was a tarot reader. So suddenly I went to a house for a tea party kind of a thing. So I was like, वैसे भी I had a special niche for all these tarot, astrology, spiritual things. I was too much into it. So she was like, कि चल randomly एक reading करते. I was like, fine. So I just somehow turned out to remove 2-3 cards, and exactly what was happening in my life, she told me that. I was like, यार ये क्या है? And because
you were very intrigued.
Yeah, like meaning I believe spirituality is there, astrology is there, everything is there, but cards could somehow depict someone's life. Matlab, that was a little bit shocking. So I was like, how do you know? She's like, tarot gives you complete guidance. I was like, good. Then 1-2 days I kept on calling her, yaar, give me some guidance, like aaj ka kya hai, like that. Sometimes I got inclined towards it. So even I remember during COVID also, I had started with something online on tarot only. So but then something caught up, I just left in between. But then when I was going through a rough phase and this tarot started helping me out, I said, why not learn it myself? So that's the way I got into tarot.
So you never thought of it as a career. So who influenced you?
It just happened because I wanted to take guidance for my own self. It was not like for, helping out someone else. So the moment I was studying, I was in Bombay like last year. I had gone under depression actually. So for a few months I was in my mom's place that time. So there I have a joint family. So while I was studying, some or the other person used to come like, yaar mera tarot kar do, that kind. So somehow whatever I used to say, they used to link up. I said, yeah, matlab I'm helping out, people in my family. And वैसे it's like, if you do tarot for someone outside, it's more easier. But when you do it for your own family, like it's not that easy because, होता क्या है, you know their pros and cons. So even if I say, अरे इसको तो मेरे बारे में पता है, that's why she's saying it. So it's really a risky job to do it for your family. And mera was opposite. Rather than going to clients, I was going to my family. So that's the way I started. I said, if I can do it for my family, then why can't I make it as a career?
Yeah.
Then I started up and got into tarot.
That is fantastic. And I understand you have a YouTube channel as well.
Yeah.
So what inspired you to do that? Start that?
YouTube was not my inspiration at all.
And how did you choose your niche?
Mine was overall from the day one. It was spirituality, astrology, life after death, that kind of topics. Like I was really into it. YouTube was my elder daughter Anisha. She wanted to do something like an influencer. She wanted to become. Then I said, influencer kya? Like, I don't want to give you an Insta account so early.
Yeah.
She was in a 10th standard, I remember. She's like, I want to start a YouTube channel. I'm like, start kar. Then she's like, how will I do? I said, you just give a start. So that's the thing. She started a YouTube channel with, very basic things like a challenge video, something.
Yeah,
but then, we just...
My daughter also does that.
Yeah. She got so a support, like in our relative, there was someone who, kind of helped her to gain followers and all. So she did good. But then her account started getting monetized.
Okay.
That time was a peak time for her boards. She's like, Mama, I can't do it. Then someone told us, when you have reached that point, you have to keep on putting videos. If you don't put, the channel is going to go down. Then I told my husband, because see, basically I was like being at home, what do I show in a video? And I didn't have that much of an interest in YouTube. So I encouraged my husband, you start. So he started, and then that YouTube took a, big U-turn, and he did really well, and he's doing well now also in
Oh,
YouTube.
that is
Yeah.
fantastic. So, any biggest challenges you faced when you were starting out, and how did you overcome
On
them?
YouTube?
Yeah, with your tarot card reading.
Tarot card was not that of an issue. Tarot card went smooth, touchwood. Like, I mean, because I tell you, because to get into tarot card, you have to heal yourself first, then you can heal others.
Huh.
So basically, when I got into tarot, I was already in a rough patch. So first I healed myself, and then I could deal with others. I mean, that was smooth enough. But yeah, for YouTube, it was a very, very bad rough patch,
Oh,
you can say.
really?
Yeah,
Okay.
because YouTube is for a person who's really open to, criticism.
Yes.
And you can take the comments as well as compliments very
Yeah.
easily. I was not that person at all.
Which is not an easy space for
Yeah.
anyone to take the criticism and
Criticism,
the negativity.
and criticism also can be taken when the tone of a message or tone of a comment is good.
Yeah.
Like, aapka ye dressing acha nahi, it's okay.
Yeah.
But someone gives a nasty comment, you can't just take it. You just
True.
can't take it.
And it disturbs you on so
Yeah,
many levels.
till hours I used to think, yaar, mere ko aise kyun bola hai? Why
Ah.
my family is being targeted
Yeah.
like that? You
Yeah.
lose a lot of
disadvantages of being on social media as well.
It is.
There are a lot of advantages, but then the disadvantages.
disadvantages no one shows, and no one, even likes to
Yes.
talk about.
Yes. So Simran, tell us what motivates you to do what you do, and what are you most passionate about?
I'm passionate about tarot only itself. And motivation is my family, my husband. Like, they completely rely on me. Like, if I have to say something, even if I'm guiding him, he listens to it. And when I see things working in favor for him, so that motivates me all the more. Like, when my close person can, get the benefits, why can't others get through me?
Yeah.
It's like that.
Correct. So was there any specific moment or experience that changed your perspective on your career or life?
I said, na, due to YouTube, I had a very bad breakdown. It was like I was kind of getting threats.
So that was because of YouTube, or the depression was before?
No, the depression was later. It all started from YouTube.
Okay.
YouTube, I used to get very bad comments. In fact, I was getting death threats also. We've still done a police complaint. The inquiries and everything are going on still. We have reached the top, but then you can say, na, this thoda sa thing is still remaining to work on it.
So is that the reason you've not been updating your vlogs?
Right now, vlogs we aren't be doing because of the hectic schedule. My husband is going for his work stuff and all. I'm busy with the kids and all. But but then there was a major gap. That was because of the thing I was facing.
That is what I discuss with a lot of people who come here. Almost सबके साथ ये topic discuss होता है कि social media can be so overwhelming sometimes.
Yeah.
It's nice, it's good for our work, it's good to be seen, PR, networking, but कई बारी हमारी mental health इतनी affect हो जाती है, and you're like the living example of it.
Yeah.
But I only would tell you that be strong.
Yeah, I have
and
been
take
strong.
it in your stride,
Yeah, I have
and
been
let them say whatever.
Yeah.
That means you're doing well.
But when it comes out from strangers, it's still okay. But then when it comes out from the circle you are in, so that destroys you all the more.
Yeah.
So I have been through that all.
You were just telling us about the threats. We heard
Yeah.
that you got some threats on social media. And are they affecting your content creation and personal
Not
life?
really, but then in the start it did, it did affect us a lot.
So you actually went into depression and consulted a doctor or medicine?
Actually, the thing was, depression is like, people don't really understand. What they think is, mat socho. If I go and tell someone like I'm, feeling little depressed, so the person
sometimes
is,
it's not in your hands.
it's
You
not
keep
in your
thinking
hands
about
because
it.
stress doesn't come overnight. It's like over the years you're going on thinking, then your body starts reacting. Basically, this was the time my body started showing up.
Okay.
So then I was like, no, I have to, just get out of it.
So you're not loving Delhi right now. हमने ये भी सुना है कि you're planning to shift to Bombay.
No.
How will you manage
No,
with
I really
your
had
family
plans.
life?
I really had plans, and touch wood, I'm blessed. I have very good in-laws. My husband is very supportive. He was like, "Ki, chal, if you're not willing to be here, so let's shift to Bombay." Bana tha plan, but then I said no, because I can't be that selfish. Only for my motive, I make them shift to an entire different city. No, I
and
did
there
not.
is a lot of difference between Delhi and Bombay.
But then anyways, Bombay is better still.
तो बताइए, so can you walk us through your creative process for developing video ideas?
For YouTube. YouTube takes, I don't know how the YouTube analytics work, because when you really put in a lot of effort for a video, that will not go that great. But then sometimes, I don't know what...
Sometimes you don't even expect and that goes
and
viral.
actually when you don't expect, that is the time the video is doing really good. But then I have seen one thing, people like more mirch masala. Like, agar acha koi party vlog is going on, celebration, itna nahi hoga. If I say, hare, kisi ka accident ho gaya. Simran kyun chali gayi Bombay, oh my god, that was a boom.
Yeah.
Those topics attract people more. Or maybe I can say, yeah, they are more genuine to hear what is going on with us. Both the things.
Yeah. करेक्ट सबके लिए थोड़ा सा रियलिटी टीवी बन गई है यू नो
Yeah.
एक दूसरे की लाइफ सो दे लाइक मिर्च
Yeah, they
मसाला
like
फॉर
it.
श्योर
Surely.
बट व्हाट टाइप ऑफ कंटेंट डू यू एंजॉय क्रिएटिंग द मोस्ट एंड व्हाई
I like creating natural contents, and that's what I'll मतलब जो भी है just put it like
Yeah.
कुछ cut and all, don't take any retakes, whatever is your daily life or like whatever we are going for a vacation, just capture those rather than cooking up stories. But nowadays we are thinking because two of the parents like they are subscribers, they connected to me and they are like कि Simran, your vlogs, our children also keep watching, so they didn't understand the meaning of depression first कि what is depression. So they were like अगर आप लोग ऐसा कुछ करेंगे बच्चों के लिए कुछ सीख मिले from the videos. So me and my husband are on that planning purpose कि let's do something for children or maybe a scripted story or something. We are planning, maybe soon we come out with that also.
So how do you connect with your audience and what role do they play in shaping your content?
It's like for subscribers, it's always a yes. I basically don't do much of an interaction. Yeah, my husband does. Whoever is on Instagram messaging and all, he makes it sure that he replies to each and every one. I mean, as subscribers, we've met, I think, 5 to 7 people who have turned out to be a good family. Like, we've turned out to be family friends. So basically, we don't take it as a subscriber. With time, we grow the bond also.
So does your family, the way you are with your family, does it reflect in your content as well?
Yeah, we are all natural. Whatever, that's what I said. मतलब no one of us.
बहुत लोग नहीं है natural आजकल.
मतलब it's
social
like, in
media
fact,
पे.
sometimes I get irritated on my husband also when I'm in my night dress and I'm walking in the kitchen and he's like, "Hello, क्या हाल है?" He gets that camera,
Yeah.
and I was like, "Oh God, cut it."
Maybe
He never
people
cuts
love
it.
that because
He never cuts it. But
authenticity आजकल बहुत missing है. You know, a lot of
Yeah,
people
right, that
like
is
I
it.
was discussing with a lot of people here, influencers, कि लोग सिर्फ दिखा रहे हैं reels
Yeah.
में क्या चल रहा है, perfect marriage, perfect everything, and पीछे they don't even
They
want
don't
to
know
talk
what
to
is
each
good,
other.
yeah.
They don't even want to see
Actually,
each other's faces.
very true.
So maybe the people are liking your authenticity
Yeah,
and they can relate
because
to
what
it.
one compliment I say, we always get it. It's like your family is very simple, down to earth, very humble. This is like everywhere we get it. And apart from negative comments were not so many. I think it was like 1 or 2 persons only. We are just trying to catch those people.
Which
but
we are all a victim of.
yeah, we are.
I think
but
we
then,
should not take it
No,
away.
we should not take it. But then the
But
comments
it is
were
disturbing.
no. It wouldn't be disturbing. It was if it was on your physical appearance
Yeah.
or your emotional thing. It was like something deep, like what's going on in the family. That person knew, and he was commenting that. So that was very shocking. That scared us all.
That is scary.
Yeah.
For sure. So earlier we've seen you in a lot of vlogs, the famous YouTuber Jat Prabjot. But nowadays we don't see you in his vlogs. Is there any specific reason?
See, I think everyone comes in your life for a purpose, and I think we have to actually move on way. So we've actually moved on. So
Okay,
I
you've
would
grown
not
apart.
like to comment on it, but yeah, it's understood. But the thing is, we've never used anyone for fame. Like, we had good relations. But then, theek hai, everyone moves on, so even we've moved on.
So how has being a YouTuber impacted your personal life and relationships?
Starting was difficult, but then now I've got used to it. Starting was difficult in a sense, yeah, being like, anyone comes up to you for a photograph or something. I have 2 daughters, like, simply just coming for a photograph. I'm like, "Arey yaar, kaun hai?" Ekdam se, just
Yeah,
getting close.
yeah.
So all those things I was very protective about, but then with time I got okay with it.
So, you've talked about depression in the past and, how your mental health has been affected by all this. What do you do to maintain your mental health while dealing with the pressures of being in the public eye?
See,
now?
I have always been a very spiritual person. I think I was around 9. I am always in my part, like Gurbani. I'm a Sikh, obviously.
Yes.
So I have never left that. So I think
So that gives you peace.
because of that, today where I am is because of that. Matlab, people always, I have people commenting on me, you're into tarot. Sikhism doesn't believe in tarot. So you can't go and explain everyone, but tarot is not something to do with religion. It's just a guidance. So I am not anywhere leaving my religion and going to someone else or going to a person. I'm following my own path. So I think many people don't know that, so they comment. I mean, till now, even if I make a tarot reel on my Instagram, I get this comment, कि अब सरदारनी okay, you are doing that 1-2 times. I have
I'm
explained.
also Sadani, and sometimes I feel
Yeah.
कि people are very close-minded. ये नहीं करना है, वो नहीं करना है. What is all of
See,
that?
if I am wrong when I'm leaving my own religion, I'm leaving my community and I'm following someone, I would say definitely I'm wrong. I am not leaving my ethics, I'm not leaving my roots, then when am I wrong?
Yeah. So what are some of the challenges you encountered along the way and how have they shaped you?
The YouTube or the...
YouTube, tarot, both your
YouTube.
journey. Were you doing something else before?
See, actually,
I
was...
read somewhere you were into Pakistani
suits, yeah. I was like, I got married at a very early age, truly speaking. I was like 19. and I think 21 I delivered my first baby, Anisha.
Okay.
Like, so that time I didn't do much, and I was very studious. But then my husband had a little financial crisis, you can say. So I got into business of suits, and that time Pakistani suits did not do that good. And I started with that, so that was like a boom for me. Like, I used to put up exhibitions going outside Delhi also, and I used to do online, plus I had kept stock up at home and everything. So I was into it. Today also people know I do it, and that happens because of YouTube. If I'm wearing something Indian, people, aapne jo pehna tha, I want it. So I try in one of the vlogs like to wear something which is my own creation and I can give people. तो ऐसा आज भी होता है, but then that's not on a very large scale. Why? Because these online shopping sites and all
So much.
have screwed it up
There's
royally.
so much competition.
Because
Crazy.
people are going
Everyone's selling everything.
And then that's the benefit they are getting. They are getting it stitched in their sizes. So that's the best part. So जो fixed clients है today also they are taking, but then but that thing is not too much nowadays.
That's fine if you're doing it side by side, but you're
But
enjoying your tarot card
I
reading.
was like good for that, but then I don't know, tarot makes me feel complete. Yeah.
And I think whenever something makes you feel complete and you enjoy it, success will always follow.
Absolutely.
So what's the most important lesson you've learned in your journey so far?
Don't listen to people.
Yeah, don't let it go to your head.
Like I always say, if someone is saying you look like Aishwarya Rai, you won't become. So any other way, if someone tells you look like Rakhi Sawant, you will not become. So stop taking things too hard. That's the main lesson I learned, but I learned it in a very hard way.
So Simran, tell us about tarot card reading now. So many people are intrigued, so many people have interest in it, but जैसे मुझे भी थोड़ा कम पता है इसके बारे में. I haven't got my tarot card reading. शायद जिंदगी में कभी किसी फेट या एग्जीबिशन में एक दो बारी मजे के लिए कराई हो, but मैंने seriously कभी नहीं कराई. So are there any specific cards which have like extra importance?
See, tarot ka the best part is every card holds a meaning. Like, the deck is of 78 cards. So every card holds a meaning. Like, from ace to the 10th. Like ace is like something called as beginning. 10 is the completion of a cycle. So ऐसा कुछ नहीं है कि one card is important. All have values, and the best part of tarot is tarot doesn't give you anything negative. Like when I used to do reading in the starting, there used to be this card called death card. So कभी किसी की reading में आता है ना death, oh my god, मैं मरने वाला हूँ. It's not that. Death is...
Yeah, even I would think like that.
So death is completely not a bad card. So it says it's, something is ending and you're starting something new, but you have to take a pause. Like, there's a transformation period. So tarot is never negative. It will tell you to slow down. It will tell you to, take a pause, don't build up any decisions in a haste. सब कुछ है, but it's not at all negative. Because क्या होता है कई बार astrology is something different. When you're making a chart, तो clear cut बोला जाएगा, अरे ऐसे करेंगे तो ऐसा हो जाएगा. Tarot is just guidance. So it's pretty safe, and all the cards have equal importance.
So what is the procedure? Like, how do you start? How do you connect with your audience? In the sense, how do you, if I'm your client, how do you start the conversation?
Before connecting to the client, I have to connect with the cards. So it's basically, I have to sit with meditation with the cards, or there are some crystals, I have to charge the cards, and then I am with the client. And for the client, I need their entire date of birth, the time, and then you can start out with the questions.
And जैसे कि आपने कहा अभी डेथ कार्ड देख के कोई घबरा भी सकता है, your audience या client. So how do you make sure कि आपकी reading positive and helpful
because I think it's so much of time I'm doing reading. Whenever the death card comes, मैं सब कुछ रोक के पहले please ये death वो वाली death नहीं है, that you're going to die. It's like it's something going to end and something's going to start, but then this period is slow. Basically death card का meaning is this.
So in your reading आप future के कोई plans बताते हैं लोगों को, या future की
कोई विशेष? See, tarot का is the time span is immediately, like from now till 2 years. It will not guarantee you like for बिल्कुल बहुत ज़्यादा years. Then there are 4 suits of tarot. Like you have the, there are wands, cups, pentacles. Pentacles is supposed to be the slowest, but then it's related to money. So
well, I wish आप आज cards लाए होते तो हमें बहुत मजा आता on the episode.
So pentacles is related to money. So रातों रात किसी को पैसा तो मिलता नहीं है. Pentacles card shows up in your reading. It says many things. It could be like negative in a sense. Some people really hold on to their positions. So वो card बोलता है कि don't hold on too much. And बाकी cards they say you will have a good good start in your life and all. It will take time.
क्या आप लोगों को tarot card reading के बारे में कोई विशेष सलाह और ओपिनियन और टिप देना चाहेंगे?
टिप इन अ सेंस ही आई गेट पीपल नाउडेज जितने भी ज्यादा कॉल्स आते हैं इट्स मोस्टली फॉर मनी रिलेटेड स्टफ एंड मुझे ऐसे लग रहा है मुझे किसी ने कुछ कर दिया है
बहुत ज्यादा. हमारी लिंगो में ये है वो इतना बड़ा जोक हमने जो बना दिया था मैम, इट बिकेम वेरी वायरल ऑन अंबानीज की, यार अंबानीज को नजर नहीं लगती, लेकिन मुझे तो हर बात पे नजर लग जाती है.
Because we think that what you think, you kind of manifest. I remember even for my daughter, like, when her board results were to be out, and she was like, I used to do tarot that time. She's like, Mama, do my tarot. I was like, I'm not doing, because then, I'll also start getting a headache अगर cards में कुछ आ गया. तो she used to always tell me कि मेरे ना 80-85 भी आएंगे ना बहुत है. I said, why don't you think of 90-95? She used to always be stuck 80-85 बहुत है. 80 above anything is good. So once I was doing her tarot and I said only one card I will remove. It's a yes or a no and a clarifier. Like in tarot you have many spreads. Like you have career spread, you have love spread, you have lost and found things spread. So I was like, see Anisha, I'm not going to do, I'll just remove 2 cards कि like तेरा percentage अच्छा आएगा या नहीं, and what is the clarifier. So उसका yes तो आया, but then the card said कि whatever you are manifesting you will get that, and trust me in her board she got .81 point something. मतलब what day one से she was behind कि मेरे को 80 above भी बहुत है, 80 above भी बहुत है, तो 80 above just वही आया उसका.
Wow, ऐसा भी होता है, तो ठीक है, I will aim for 100 now.
So it's like, you say what you say, you kind of manifest. And I have told many people, like, like me also, many people जो एकदम they are feeling emotionally drained or something. So I used to do that in the starting. Like what I used to do every day, I used to write, I am happy now, my mood is better, like journaling. पहले मुझे भी लगता था यार journaling ऐसे कुछ नहीं होता, ये सब बकवास है. But trust me, I started doing after 21 days only, मुझे थोड़ा फर्क दिखना स्टार्ट हो गया.
तो एनी इंटरेस्टिंग इंसिडेंट, आपने कितनी टैरो कार्ड रीडिंग करी हुई है अभी तक? एनी इंटरेस्टिंग एंटरटेनिंग इंसिडेंट व्हिच यू वांट टू शेयर विद आवर व्यूअर्स?
See, interestingly, one was a very funny incident. There was this lady from Noida, I won't name her. She took a tarot session for like 1 hour. पहले पूरा अच्छे से she was talking, मतलब बच्चे, this, that, business. Her main problem was my husband is filthy rich, but एक business में टिकता नहीं है. Like, he started off with exports हो गया, then he got into jewelry हो गया, he got into something else like that. पूरा घुमा फिरा कर she took up good 48 minutes यही सब बातें करी. Then last में she is like कि I want to know one thing, कोई third party हमारे में involved है कि नहीं है, like, kind of an extra marital thing, ऐसा कुछ है तो नहीं. Her cards were showing something else and she was saying something else. So I was like, see, I will not answer this. She's like, नहीं, मतलब कुछ गड़बड़ है. तो मतलब ना, that time I was losing my head because 1 hour हो गया था, and she was just going on, we come to know a person who's really in need of reading, and we come to know a person who's really just kind of bluffing it. So I knew, because she had told us first only कि I am filthy rich, मतलब मुझे ऐसा कुछ नहीं, बस छोटा मोटा जानना है. When I was trying to talk to her, the thing was she was having an affair and she wanted to make sure कि will this be opened up in future or not.
Oh God.
So मतलब that was, I was like, यार, मतलब उस दिन मेरा इतना सिर भारी हो गया, like thinking what was the reading,
because you're taking in the negative also, no?
That happens. Like
that happens.
what happens is I can't take more than 3 readings in a day. If I do, I get drained. And that is like pehle I never
because
used to.
You require so much energy.
It is, I know, this is something very, because tarot is related to energy completely. It's not just to say, because if you see one of my husband's blogs on YouTube, his friends had come over for dinner and we were like four couples, so all of them wanted to do a reading. So, and next day I was supposed to travel to America. So they are like, Simran, yaar tu kar le. I was like, theek hai. So I started doing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And when they came for dinner, I had full on makeup. I was looking good. वो reading करने के बाद, my makeup, God knows where it vanished. The lipstick went away and I did not eat food. I just had a cup of tea and I went to sleep. Well, tarot is not just fun, because really your energies get drained.
Yes, of course.
Yeah.
So coming back to YouTube, Simran, tell us, what trends in the YouTube community do you find exciting or concerning?
Exciting, I find, is like kids videos. I enjoy them, and giving that's what I told you. If you're getting some lesson in kind of that YouTube, that's more helpful. I'm more into cooking nowadays. I like watching cooking shorts, like YouTube shorts. They are
I love cooking videos as well.
And in fact, from last week I've been trying also 2-3 things from there.
So anything concerning about these YouTube videos?
Concerning, I mean, I'm over that period. I'm taking nothing.
Not
to
yours, but when you see the kids see so many YouTube videos.
Yeah, because right. You have those teenage videos.
Yeah.
They impact a lot too. They come up with like a question, Mama, ye kya hota hai? So it's sometimes very difficult to answer them directly.
Yeah, even if you're not putting them on Insta, they have YouTube.
Yeah,
everywhere.
they have YouTube everywhere.
They don't need an account for that.
Exactly.
So it is very, I feel, having a daughter as well, it's so difficult to police them.
Actually, social media has made the children grow before their age.
Absolutely.
Like some words even my daughter could be using, but she's never used something very slang. But yeah, more before than her age, she knows the word.
Yeah.
So that's concerning.
So what advice would you give to aspiring YouTubers looking to grow their channels?
I think YouTube, if you are really having a big heart, a big mind, it is for you. If you have a small heart and you can't take criticism, so I think you should not go for it.
Which comes with the territory,
Yeah.
the criticism and the negative
Criticism
comments.
is too much.
So future aspirations apni bataiye, Simran.
See, what
Are
I'm
there any upcoming projects or collaborations you're
projects,
particularly excited about?
I'm actually working on something. Like, I have my sessions, I'm not being that free. Many people come to me ki, do you teach also? So I am on that process. I'm planning to remove my own deck of cards. Like, so if you remove a card, like what if suppose example there's this major arcana card called sun. तो जब आप वो sun का card निकालोगे तो उसकी ना definition मतलब what is that card saying, it will be written on that. So I have plans of removing my own deck, but not so soon. Let's see after a little bit of
So
time.
before, we were discussing कि आपने बोला कि आप cards नहीं लाए, but I really wanted to get
Yeah.
it done. तो आपने बोला online भी हो सकता
Yeah,
है.
I
What
do
is
it
that?
online. I do it online only because
Acha.
basically, cards are very personal. I don't like everyone touching it because when you touch it,
Okay.
energies get
Energies,
exchanged.
yeah.
Yeah, my family is there, that's okay, but then every person I don't. So now what I'm doing is I'm doing it online only more. Yeah, then I do have friends and all, they take up and slot and come home for readings.
I have to tell you something very interesting and scary.
Oh.
Okay, we 5 of us just went for a trip to Tbilisi, Georgia, and on the way back at the airport, there were these 5 women.
Okay.
And they had tarot cards, all of
Oh.
them. हमें तो समझ में आ गई कि इनको पैसे वैसे चाहिए. एक बेवकूफ हमारी friend फंस गई. And she showed her the deck and we kept saying, Megha, don't do this, don't do this, don't do this. And they kind of, we left her, I don't know what happened, check in, everyone just ran. And they hypnotized her.
Yeah.
And she gave them $20,000 and they took a hair out of it. Was scary.
You know
and
what?
she came in shaken and she's like, guys, this just happened to imagine it can happen to the most educated people.
Also,
Is that
yeah.
possible to hypnotize
So you know what,
someone?
tarot, actually this tarot ka concept is started, I think 1400 BC or 1500 BC. It started from Egypt to Europe. People that time used to use a deck of cards called tarotchi. So that they used to do for guidance and all. But then kya hua, they were doing like for small needs they used to do rainfall hoegi or nahi, that small things they used to do it. So they used to play that game and they used to get their answers. But later in 1800 BC, I think some people, a group of people, they started using it for occult. So many a times people mistake it
So
for
it's possible.
yeah, they try to show it, but nothing has to do with.
And they're like, if you call anyone, the devil will come for you tonight. And she got
Yeah.
so scared.
So there is this movie on Netflix, I think Tarot Pe. Yeah, I watched it, but I forgot the name. That is on completely on tarot. But yeah, that deck of cards were hoaxed actually.
Yeah.
So things were like that spirit thing and all
So
was
people
happening.
do use it for the negative as well.
Yeah, but I mean, right now, our kind of people don't use it. I don't know
Yeah.
which kind of people use it. That I don't know.
Some do.
Yeah, some really do it.
So what are your long-term goals for your YouTube channel and your career?
YouTube, I told you, we are planning to start up with scripted, plays or stories, you can say, which, can give a message. We are working on that. For tarot, I want to expand. And main, I want to remove my own deck of cards. That is my planning. But that's going to take a lot of time because I have to, all the explanation I have to jot it down in 1-2 sentence. So that's really difficult. So I'm working on that. It'll take a lot of time, I guess.
And I can sense in your voice that you're really enjoying your journey.
I love
You're
it. I just
enjoying
love
the
it. I
tarot.
just love
I'm
it.
coming to you very, very soon. So any memory, any favorite moments from your YouTube journey?
YouTube, it's like, with criticism, I think criticism to chalo is there. But the thing is, we've captured so many memories. Like last year, I lost my pet dog, Posh. I was very close to him. So in my phone also, there was not so many videos. But then when you turn off like years and years ka vlog, his all videos are there. So YouTube is kind of given us lot of memories also. So that's the best part of YouTube.
Yes.
If not, the channel is working, views aa rahe hain, nahi aa rahe, but you have created lot of memories.
So apart from YouTube, if you want to create content on any other genre or niche, what would it be?
For me, YouTube is not that important. For me, tarot is everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, for me, I have that special kind of feeling, you can say, or that attraction towards tarot and astrology and many things. I'm working side by side on many things. I'm doing Reiki also. In fact, I have done level 1 Reiki. I'm on level 2. So
I must follow you and see your videos. So what
Yeah.
is your favorite video you've made till now?
I have, the thing is, for tarot, I have not put much of videos because
Okay.
mouth publicity, I think thanks to YouTube, I'm getting many clients from there only. So I have not started as tarot on Instagram too much because I don't get time. But yeah, from right now onwards, I'll be starting posting videos on tarot mode.
Great. And I'm going to follow all of that.
And one more myth people have is like, कोई tarot reader होएगा तो will wear that mala, will wear lot of jewelry. So please don't get into all that kind of things. ऐसा कुछ होता नहीं है.
I can understand कि लोग बहुत ही इन दो
Because-
issues के लिए money कब
Yeah.
आएगी मुझे, और मुझे नजर तो नहीं लगेगी, मुझे
Nazar
बुरी
ka,
नजर
yeah, many
मुझे-
people say. So Nazar ka one thing is there which really works. Actually today I had to come here. I've changed my bag, otherwise I would have shown you.
Okay.
You need to take a white paper, small plain, just in the center like an evil eye ना, जैसे dot होता है, just
हाँ.
make a dot, circle it. उसके बाजू में 2 rounds of your name, like mine is Simran Chandhok. Simran Chandhok 2 rounds.
अच्छा.
And उसके बाद another 3 rounds writing protection, protection, protection. पूरा ऐसे circle बनना चाहिए.
I must note this.
Yeah.
Please save this.
वो सर्कल बनने के बाद put your intentions की wherever this negative energy is coming from, let it go back or let it release in the universe. I don't want to do any harm. Put salt in it and just fold it towards yourself. जो आप fold करते हैं ना, it should be towards yourself. Take a small glass is good. If not, take a small bag. जैसे होता है ना, fabric हो गया, or you can take a glass jar. Put in it. Again, put some salt and keep 3 cloves. Trust me, this works like magic.
I am so saving
I
that in my
always
memory
carry
right
it.
here.
I always carry it, but just I had to change my bag. I've not done it.
Yeah.
Always keep this.
But I'm sure our viewers would really
Yeah,
find
this
this
is a
very,
quick,
very
it is
useful.
very good. It really works.
And this is going to go viral.
And salt is not the normal घर का salt. It's the sea salt जो थोड़ा सा मोटा होता है.
Rock salt.
Yeah.
Okay.
थोड़ा सा मोटा. That
हाँ.
sea salt will work well.
Sea salt.
Yeah.
All right. So, your favorite YouTube channel?
I watch Ashish Chanchlani. I like his vlogs.
Okay.
Yeah.
Any favorite comment? You've talked about the negative comments, but there's goodness there as well. So any
I
favorite
say no.
comment?
The main comment which we really get is like, you guys are very simple, down to earth.
And authentic.
That
Yeah.
attracts me more rather than someone saying you're beautiful and all.
Huh.
This compliment really, hits the heart.
So apart from tarot card reading and having your designer suit business on the side, any hidden talents of Simran that we don't know about?
Not really. I am more in I'm quite an extrovert person, but then with time, you got to change.
Yeah.
So I have a hidden side which is really very different from what I am. So that comes up with my close people only, close circle of
So
friends.
maybe you enjoy cooking. We don't know
Cooking,
that.
I love dancing. I love partying.
Okay,
Yeah.
great.
So now since
So
my
Simran is a great dancer.
yeah, great dancer. I mean, I remember we used to go for weddings. I used to tell my sister-in-laws like मैं जा रही हूँ. I'm sitting there. मुझे ना बुलाने आना dance
हाँ.
के लिए. Like I don't want to go like directly.
So
They used to
sweet.
call me for dance, and for hours I was on the DJ. No one can take me out like easily. कि चल निकल.
So
It's like
Simran
that.
is a fantastic dancer. Next
Yeah, I
time
love
we'll see.
dancing, even if it's not good or good, but I love dancing.
I think it's an expression. No, you
Yeah,
don't have to be like a professional
Yeah,
at it.
you just get into it. मतलब किसी की भी शादी हो, if you're on the floor, I feel you're just releasing out your stress.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
It is a stress buster.
You don't
for
think
sure.
anything while you're dancing. मतलब
Yes.
एक time पे you're reading, still things can come to your mind. You're cooking, things can come to your mind. But when you're dancing, I think you're just in your own zone.
Yes. So Simran has given us a very, very good tip, which I'm going to memorize again, about warding off evil
Yeah, and
eye
for
and protecting.
money also, I would like to give a tip.
Yes,
like,
please, to the viewers.
Because see, many of them people they carry wallets with them which are normally torn या थोड़ा सा पुराने होते हैं, and then they come up with me कि मेरे इसने ex ने दिया था, my husband has gifted. So whenever you have any torn wallet or कोई damaged wallet, just don't use it.
Yeah, I heard that. Now I have a brand new wallet.
Because when you use that, you're manifesting blockages in your financial life.
Okay.
Preferably take a new wallet, and if you're taking, be it a guy, be it a girl, try and take a red wallet. Red attracts money.
Yeah.
And then you can keep a copper coin in it, because copper coin kind of charges it, and just keep one coffee bean.
Copper coin in a red wallet.
Yeah.
Red is my favorite color.
Yeah, it's a color of energy, hot
Yes.
energy. Hot means
Yes.
the
That's
hot-
why my lips are red.
yeah. So that it's going to attract lot of wealth, and the coffee bean will give you good response from your customers or clients.
Very nice and insight information.
And one more thing, in that wallet, try and avoid keeping bills. The credit cards, debit cards, what you don't use, don't keep those. Try and keep something which you're really using, because
Yeah.
these all are stagnant energies. They suppress your growth.
I think we got some fantastic advice and
They are
information
very
from
simple.
Simran today.
They are very simple tips, but yeah, we don't come to know until
They
you
can make a huge
yeah,
difference.
they make a difference. They usually make a difference.
So Simran, tell us, relationships आजकल इतनी complicated हो गई हैं. People are like, communication gap है, relationships अच्छी नहीं चल रही है, extramarital affairs हैं. We are hearing so much.
Yeah.
So any advice, any tip जो हम positive space में ला सकें इन चीजों को? I know it's pretty difficult.
I know, but then one quick tip I can do is say you have to take 2 sticks of haldi, turmeric. Take 2 sticks, tie it with a red thread, write your husband's name and your name, just tie it, and dip it in a bottle of honey and just keep it somewhere hidden. Things will start sweetening
मतलब
up in your
turmeric
life.
sticks.
Turmeric stick,
Okay.
हल्दी की जो वो होती है ना,
समझ गए.
dried sticks.
Dried sticks.
Yeah, write your name with a green pen, especially your husband's name and your own name. Tie it with a red thread and dip it in honey. Honey में पूरी तरह वो dip होना चाहिए.
अच्छा,
And
पूरा
just keep it.
submerged.
Yeah. And if you start seeing difference, I think within 21 days, so you should see things are getting better. And if you really think बहुत ज़्यादा हो गया है, then any plant or any tree nearby your area, like premises, just put it in the ground and let it be there. The relationship will sweeten.
Oh, so nice. Please take note of that. And extramarital affairs जो इतने हो रहे हैं, लोग क्या कर रहे
एक ये भी हो रहा है, दूसरा many people
और
come to
आपके
me.
पास आते होंगे लोग ये
जैसे
complaints
आधे लोग तो आते हैं, आधे लोग मुझे ही टिप्स देके जाते हैं बिकॉज लाइक अरे हमने इंस्टाग्राम पे देखा था. वन थिंग आई वुड लाइक टू टेल एवरीवन, प्लीज डोंट फॉलो ऑल द टिप्स एंड रेमेडीज ऑन इंस्टाग्राम बिकॉज वो ट्राइड एंड टेस्टेड नहीं होती है.
And so many
Because,
people don't even have any merit. कहाँ से सीखा है, किस लिए बोल रहे हो?
आधी चीजें तो कोई एनर्जी से रिलेटेड होती है. व्हेन यू डोंट नो योर यू नो काइंड ऑफ इन्वोकिंग दोज एनर्जीज व्हिच आर नॉट गुड. मतलब बिफोर मी बिकमिंग अ टैरो रीडर, गेटिंग इनटू टैरो, मैं ऐसे किसी को जाके कोई भी टिप नहीं देती थी. सिंस व्हेन वी हैव स्टार्टेड प्रैक्टिसिंग यूजिंग विद ऑल स्टडीज, नाउ आई से सो आई वुड रेकमेंड कि एक तो इंस्टाग्राम पे कोई भी टिप्स दे के ना, जस्ट डोंट कीप ट्राइंग बिकॉज यू होगा कुछ नहीं, यू लैंड अप समवेयर एल्स ओनली.
Thank you so much, Simran, for giving those wonderful insights, those wonderful tips. मैं सारी note down करने वाली हूँ on repeat. I'm gonna see the show again and again and use all of that. Especially the red wallet तो has really resonated with me.
that works a lot.
बहुत पहले ही किसी से मैंने सुना था कि ब्लैक वॉलेट तो नहीं रखना चाहिए, तो मेरे अपने जो सारे डिजाइन
कलर सी वी डोंट से बिकॉज़ हाफ ऑफ द गाइज विल बी लाइक अरे रेड कलर कौन लेता है, कौन सा लड़का
मैं
लेता है,
लेती हूँ, मैं
ऐसे
लेती हूँ.
बोलते हैं.
At least
नहीं,
girls
फॉर द
can
गाइज
keep
आई
it.
एम सेइंग दे
Yeah.
नॉर्मली से इट. एंड आधी प्रॉब्लम्स तो होती कि माय वाइफ हैज गिफ्टेड मी, माय एक्स हैज गिफ्टेड मी, तो मैंने संभाल के रखी, सो वो संभालना बंद कर दो बिकॉज़ दैट्स जस्ट नॉट गोइंग टू वर्क फॉर मनी.
Exactly. So growth चाहिए and money चाहिए, तो red wallet with a copper coin, I remember, and a coffee bean, and used bills नहीं रखने, discarded चीजें नहीं रखनी, and the wallet should look brand new. Always.
Right.
All right. Thank you, Simran, so
Most
much.
welcome.
Really enjoyed this episode.
I
It
too
was so
enjoyed.
different from all the episodes I've done till now. It was very informative, very insightful, and absolutely loved having you here. Thank you,
you so
viewers, for joining us on another exciting, fun-filled episode of our podcast on Edge Talks. This is your host, Amanpreet Wahi, signing off.